Welcome to our very HHN episode.
It's finally time.
I know, I'm so excited.
I feel like we've been counting down for this for like ever.
We have.
And it's finally here.
Yeah.
We literally have less than a month until Horror Nights.
And our stays on property, our little mini vacations.
Yay.
Where we'll be staying at neighboring hotels, but we'll still hang out with each other.
And day drinking in the lazy river at Cabana Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay. Why don't we start with that?
Well,
Ashley's starting it. Oh yeah, never mind. We have to start with our drinks. I'm so bad at this. It's our 10th episode. You'd think it was our first.
It is our 10th episode. Happy 10th episode anniversary.
10th anniversary. I'm drinking Blue Moon.
Yay.
Nothing special.
I was, I decided to be festive, but also, like, the end caps at Publix are all pumpkin right now. It's the best. So I'm drinking Shipyard Brewing Co. Pumpkinhead, and it's one of my favorite pumpkin beers. I love it.
They're good.
It's really good.
I don't like anything pumpkin.
I love pumpkin. You might like the pumpkin cider that's in there.
I hate pumpkin.
It kind of tastes like an apple cider one.
Literally hate pumpkin.
I got you a Red's apple ale one
so
that we could both be drinking ciders together.
But, yeah, so we can briefly talk about where we're staying, because that's always a big thing when it comes to Horror Nights. Me and my husband are staying at Aventura, and I'm so excited. The place is so nice. You.
I'm gonna have to go. You know, I wanted to go check it out since it opened last weekend, and I really wanted to see what it looks like, but I haven't had a chance to get over there.
We went the other day when we went to check out the what are they, decorations? I don't know, props.
Oh yeah,
for Horror Nights, whatever you want to call them. Excuse me. We went there, and then we went to Aventura to check out the hotel and just kind of scope it out before we stay there in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, however many weeks.
Soon, very soon.
And we're real excited now. The food looks really good. The pool's small, but that's okay. I think the advantage is they want people to go to Volcano Bay because you can also walk to it from that one. I'm just real excited. The bar on top of the building is amazing. The views are incredible.
The amenities for the resort look pretty cool.
Yes.
Like, to me, it seems like it's an extension of the, like, convention center resort area, where they just expect it to be, like, for convention center guests mostly. But, like, the iPad in the room.
Yeah, I'm excited to play with all of that.
You can literally text the front desk and ask them random questions. Like, hey, this light switch in the bathroom, what does it do?
One of the things I always do in a hotel room is ask for more pillows. Like, instantly, more pillows and more towels, because I know we're going to need them.
Yep.
And with the iPads, you can literally just click a button and request towels and request pillows, and it will bring them up to you without you even talking to anyone.
Yep.
It's fantastic.
It has, like, a little room service menu that you can just click on.
And you can log into your Netflix, and they have Chromecast, so you can watch your stuff while you're in your hotel room. You don't have to just watch cable.
I need all of the resorts there to have Chromecast.
On Thursday night, you bet your ass I'm going to be watching Stranger Things.
Oh,
because I have Netflix.
No, they pushed it out.
What?
They pushed it out.
No, I'm just talking about Stranger Things, the first season.
I'm
not talking about the new season.
I'm
talking about
the new season.
I'm just talking about Stranger Things. Just was already available. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to be at Cabana Bay, and it's because that's where I'm always at.
I love Cabana.
I do too.
When we were picking, it was between Cabana or
Aventura,
and the difference was like $10, so we just chose the new hotel.
It really, I have to stop my brain before I actually say it because I want to say Ace Ventura every single time.
That's okay. I accept that.
The Ace Ventura
That's
Hotel.
That's really funny.
But yeah, I'll be at Cabana. So lazy river, day drinking, nap, and then Horror Nights.
Yeah. Unless we can talk about this also. If we get in for the AP early entry time day on the opening day, which I'm going to try for. I don't know if I'd want that one or Saturday.
Okay, I'm confused. Is this the same?
It's like Stay and Scream, but like a half hour earlier.
But is this the same thing that they've been doing the past few years where they have the APs get in line and they're in line for like all day long? And all they do is they get in just a few minutes before the Stay and Screams are released.
It doesn't seem like you'll have to be in a line because you like get a ticket when you apply online to get it. Kind of like how the AP night was last year, where you just signed up, got your ticket, and just had to go check in.
Oh, okay.
That's what this sounds like, because it's you and one guest.
Yep.
The one guest is kind of important.
Yeah.
Because, like, you can just bring
major
another person.
benefit, yeah.
But yeah, so those are a thing too.
Yep. But yeah, I'm really excited. I can't wait.
It's finally
Less
here.
than a month to go.
I'm gonna need a lot of coffee for work.
Oh, I know, right?
I don't even drink coffee.
I drink lots of coffee already, so
you're gonna need quadruple the amount of coffee. We are going to be there
all the time.
Mostly every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday.
Yep, same.
That we can be.
Same.
So, there's that. We're going to be real tired.
I can't wait. I'm so excited. And I love that the props are now starting to show up in the streets. Like, the whole...
Yeah, it's kind of weird, though. Like, last year, they kind of just put a little bit out in each section as time went on.
The Central Park Scare Zone is, like, fully set up
That's
now.
what I was, like, going to get to that. Like,
yeah.
The whole Central Park Scare Zone is there.
Yep.
But nothing else is there.
Yep.
Like, last year, they had some Purge stuff, some trick-or-treat stuff, some of the stuff in San Francisco. No, not San Francisco. Yeah, San Francisco. And Hollywood. So, like, they kind of, like, started to put it out little by little. I feel like they're doing, like, Scare Zone, Scare Zone, Scare Zone, Scare Zone.
Yeah.
Like, they're just gonna put them all out.
They're focusing on each one at a time.
Yeah. Which I'm really happy the pumpkins are back.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite thing. And
they're so cute.
I zoomed pumpkin's back.
I did that for you. So I was walking through it on Friday night, and I saw it, and I just I did an Insta story, and I zoomed in on his little face.
He's so cute. I was just like, "Where's my pumpkin?" That was one of the first things I did when I got there. I was like, "I have to look for my pumpkin. Is my pumpkin still here?"
Because some of them have really cute faces,
and some of them are really weird. I don't know. They're just fun to look at.
Yep. And then there's the one lone one that has the light in it right now.
Yeah.
That everybody seems to be tweeting about.
I'm just real happy they're back because it was such a cool thing.
Yeah. But the new nighttime show, the Cinematic Celebration, took up where the Flaming Pumpkin was last year, so there's no room for that. Or like the scarecrows that they had over there the year before.
I never saw the Flaming Pumpkin.
It never went off for us. We stood there for a long time.
We picked certain nights and we're like, we're going to see it tonight. And we would wait there for like 20 minutes. Just chilling.
There was like at least 3 cast changes in the time that we stood there.
Yeah.
And nothing happened.
Yep. And then we just gave up. And never saw it again. That's okay.
Yeah, so maybe we should start with the scare zones.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, so we've got Chucky.
Yep.
Probably my least type.
Yeah, I really don't care.
I can't imagine how they're gonna do it. I'm interested to see how it's gonna be done. But if it is the same character costume that they used for the die-in, where it is like a 6-foot tall guy wearing like a Spirit Halloween Chucky mask, I'm gonna be really disappointed. But I've heard rumors that it could be a puppet. I don't know.
It's pretty cool.
Also, it's a little weird that Chucky's going to be in Hollywood when I'm pretty sure the movie takes place in, like, New York.
Yeah, but I mean, that's okay.
Yeah.
You don't really...
I don't know.
I don't really take the location of the park into account when, like, they do scare zones. They kind of just put them where they fit.
Yeah.
I don't really... I mean, I hope it's cool. I hope it's cooler than last year's, Hollywood scare zone.
That was awful. That was so bad.
It was okay once they got all of the stuff into it. It was okay.
No, it was not. I remember going one night and I was late. I was meeting everybody and I think everyone was at Bill and Ted. So I was running through the park to get there and I'm going through Hollywood and there is a pregnant, belly dancing, half naked zombie thing and I'm like, what is this? What is this scare zone? It was like a zombie biker bar to me. It was awful. I hated it. That was probably one of my least favorite scare zones.
Oh, it was my least favorite last year.
Yeah.
Especially because it took like a month to get all of the
stuff out for it. And what's really funny for it though is that when they started setting up before Horror Nights even started, the props that they had pulled out for it were literally the Banshee stones, the little caves from Banshee the year before, and they just spray painted them a darker color. I'm like, guys, we know. Yeah. We know where this is from.
But hopefully we don't have anything like that.
No, I have very high hopes for this year. It seems like it's going to be a really, really good year.
What do we think the harvest is going to be?
I'm not sure.
Right in that little
that's
area.
Production Central, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I have a feeling it's going to be like another photo op where you can take pictures with the icons or whatever from each house, but I don't really know.
Yeah. And then we have Killer Clowns.
Yep. That's going to be cool. I have not been able to make it through the whole movie. I think it's one of those movies where if you watched it when you were younger and liked it, you have like that nostalgia for it.
I tried to watch it. When did I text you? 2 nights ago?
Yeah.
And I fell asleep.
Yeah.
like 30-ish minutes into it.
I mean, it was interesting. I don't know if it was necessarily scary.
It's not scary.
No, but I mean, it was
funny.
It's a cult classic. You had to have liked it when it first happened.
If they don't have popcorn cannons, I'd be mad.
Yeah.
Could you imagine just popcorn being sprayed in the air? Or like sell popcorn or have it smell like popcorn?
Well, if you read the description, that was the description for Carnival Graveyard. They said something about caramel corn, and I'm like, that better be a smell.
Oh my god, no, I hope not. I hate that smell so much.
But I think Killer Clowns is going to be really, really cool.
Yeah, and I'm interested. I'm just interested to see what they do with that. They'll probably do shadows.
Yep.
Because of where they are.
Well, I'm pretty sure it didn't. So when we were watching the what is it, Midsummer Scream, where was the discussion?
Panel?
Thank you. Yeah. I'm like, what is it called? Yeah, the panel. Mm-hmm. Mike said something about how the puppets on the shadow puppets on the wall was like his favorite part, and he was excited to recreate that. Mm-hmm. And then he also said that it was located where Beat Builders is, so it's like that side street between San Francisco and New York,
and it goes by the water.
Yep.
So
where
you
girls
cut through straight to Transformers.
Yep.
From
that like
San Francisco, like right over there.
Yep.
And then we have Vamp.
I'm excited
for that. I'm excited to see what they do with the New Year's Eve, and there better be a ball drop.
Oh, I think there will be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it should be like a party. And that'll be really cool.
We also, me and Mike were talking that they probably will have the projections in the windows again. Mm-hmm. Because everyone can be having like house parties on New Year's Eve. I was like, yeah, I'm sure they'll do that again.
That would be really cool.
Like they did with the Purge Scare Zone last year.
I was walking through the park on Friday, and there's no other decorations except for Central Park. But if you're in New York and you're along the street where the Christmas shop is, like where the...
You're talking about the little like
there's little glass lanterns hanging from like fishing wire. And I'm like, have I never noticed these before? Or are these for the scare zone?
Wait, can I tell you how many times it happens to me? We were walking. This is unrelated to Halloween Horror Nights, but does this happen to anyone else? You're just in the park and you notice something. And you just go, has that always been there? Yesterday, I noticed, or when I was there looking at all the stuff, I noticed the Mummy building, like the ride building, like the big white walls that go over the thing. Yeah. I was just like, could you always see that? Am I just noticing this right now? This is so weird. Yeah. That happens to me all the time.
All the time.
So when it comes to like little things like that, you're just like, is that always there? Did I just never notice this? Am I noticing it now because I'm looking for different things?
Yep.
It happens.
I don't know.
What's the last scare zone? Did we go through all of them?
Twisted Traditions?
Oh yeah,
that's the one in Central Park.
The one that's already there. Yeah. Yep. That one looks really cool.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of a few years ago. They did the trick or treating in New York. It was like the Shady Brook. It was in New York, and it was Shady Brook during Halloween. But the inmates from Shady Brook had broke out and like murdered the townspeople and stuff. And I kind of have those vibes from this new scare zone, where it's going to be like Halloween traditions, but it's going to be like something bad has happened.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm interested for those 3 the most. Chucky and the other one.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't really know anything about the harvest. Like what?
It's such a small area. Was not very. Yeah, and you know what? That scare zone every year that I've ever gone has always been my least favorite because it's not a cohesive theme. It's just like, this is such a small street. Here's a little something.
Yeah. So those are our scare zones.
Yep. Yeah. All right, on to the houses. Which one do you want to start with?
Let's just go down your list.
Okay.
Do it in that order, just so we don't have to think.
Okay, so first we have the first announcement we got.
Stranger Things.
My most anticipated house. I'm so excited.
It was my most anticipated house until another one got announced.
See, I don't think it's going to be very scary.
No, it's going to be very aesthetically pleasing.
But the thing is, I love Stranger Things so much.
Me too.
That walking through and be like, I remember that, I remember that, I remember that. Oh my god, I'm so excited about this. Oh,
yeah.
This is awesome. Like, I can't. I'm so excited. The waits for it are going to be stupid.
Yep.
And I have a feeling that a lot of people going to Horror Nights are going for Stranger Things, and the other stuff is just bonus.
I hope so.
And then we get to go to the other stuff with less weights.
I hope so.
Okay, but the description that they gave us for Stranger Things, they have said that what we're going to experience in this house is just season 1. So we won't see any of season 2.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I am too. I hope that season...
I liked season 2. But season 1 has a lot of scarier moments, I think.
I think season 2 is scarier.
Really?
Yeah. Definitely. With,
I have to rewatch season 2.
God, season 2... I've actually seen season 2 more than I've seen season 1
I've watched season 1 so many times.
I just started rewatching season 1 on, like, Friday. But, so we're going to see Hawkins National Laboratory, which at the panel at Midsummer Scream they said was going to be like a 2-story tall building,
which is so crazy.
I can't even fathom how we're going to manage to do that. But so we're going to see Hawkins. You start off on Markwood, so you're starting off on that street. Mm-hmm. I don't know how they're going to do that except for it just being a street with trees.
That's fine.
And maybe some Demogorgon like shadows.
That's fine.
Scare actors popping out over behind the trees and stuff. Sometimes
those simple theming areas have the biggest scares. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because people are really anticipating it.
Yeah.
And they're on edge.
Oh, you didn't do Krampus. I was going to say the little transition where you went from one house through the backyard, through the snowmen, to the other house. And some nights there'd be scare actors in the snowmen and in the trees back there, and some nights there weren't any at all. And you got so used to them just not being there that when they were there, it was like, oh my god. But so Mirkwood, and then we make our way to Hawkins National Laboratory, and then from there we're gonna go to the Byers house, which I hope we have
Christmas
lights, and the Christmas lights, and I really want to have the wall with the hole in it and the
I feel like they're gonna have that.
That has to be there. And we'll probably hear the song "Should I Stay or Should I Go Now?" Mm-hmm. It says that there's gonna be Demogorgons on every turn. And then from there we're gonna make our way to the Upside Down.
I'm so excited for this house.
Now, the description actually says that we're going to be going back and forth between the Upside Down.
Makes sense.
So I think
they went back and forth between both in the show, too.
You're going to do, Mirkwood Upside Down, Hawkins Upside Down.
Probably.
So, I'm excited. I can't wait to see how they're going to do this. The photos that they had for the puppets and stuff are going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Puppets or scare actors or the costumes. I don't know what it was, but it was...
They're going to do it justice.
It's going to be good.
I have faith that they will.
I do too.
And it's going to be where Horror Story was. So...
Yeah.
That line's going to be long.
Really long. Really, really long.
Hey, welcome to Horror Nights. Here's Stranger Things. Get in line. That's basically what's going to happen.
Oh, God.
So that'll be a Stay and Scream house for sure.
Yeah.
Or like a 1:45 in the morning before closing house.
Oh, yeah.
When everyone goes home.
Yeah, right as the park is closing.
So
I can't wait though, and I hope that they have Stranger Things merch because I'll buy all of it. I really will. You're wearing a Stranger Things shirt, aren't you?
yeah, that you got me for Christmas. Thank you.
But yeah, so I hope that there's a lot of Stranger Things happening in the park this year.
Oh, speaking of merch, APs get to go into the little merch shop on the 12th.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
and
exciting.
buy all the stuff.
Where
and
do they say where it's going to be this year?
the same place in the
okay,
the little building
extended
in New York.
queue for Mummy.
Yeah.
But it's no longer the extended queue because now they have the lockers
Because
there.
they never need the extended queue.
They really don't. I think I've only ever been in that area once as an extended queue.
I did it. I was not in it for an extended queue, but I was in it because I did the tour.
Oh. Okay, next house is Carnival Graveyard.
I'm excited for this one.
I am too.
It sounds really cool.
I'm like, see, okay, here's the thing that I thought of earlier. This one is like urban exploration of an abandoned theme park.
Yeah.
And the promo video they did, they actually filmed it at
New Orleans.
Yeah, Six Flags New Orleans, which is abandoned because of the hurricane.
Mm-hmm.
But also, Seeds of Extinction is also
Abandoned.
an urban exploration abandoned place. I'm like, I am digging this. Like,
Yeah.
I literally watched tons of urban exploration videos on YouTube.
Shout out to Proper People.
Oh, they're my favorite. So
Me too.
good. But yeah, so I'm stoked. I'm so excited for an abandoned amusement park. Like,
It's not an amusement park.
it's a carnival. It's a carnival. Well, okay, so my thought for Carnival Graveyard was that since they're doing an abandoned carnival,
Mm-hmm.
they need, like, broken down rides and stuff. What if they used the pieces from Dueling Dragons?
Oh, that would have been cool.
Right? They probably started planning by the time that they had already torn down Dueling Dragons.
probably.
So they could have just grabbed a couple pieces and turned it into the attraction.
They probably have just like random
parts
old stuff just
that they
around.
can use for Horror Nights.
Yeah.
The one thing that stuck out to me from Carnival Graveyard is the love tunnel. The tunnel of love or whatever it is.
The spinny tunnel.
I want the spinny tunnel, but oh my gosh, like it sounds like it's gonna be awesome.
Excuse me.
So yeah, that brings us into the next one, which we had just mentioned, Seeds of Extinction, which basically is like an apocalyptic. But the description talks about how it doesn't sound like it's gonna be like a monster that's hunting you, or aliens, or zombies, or whatever.
Sounds like
it's
plants.
the plants. That's
Like
cool.
Venus flytraps,
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
I
I'm
imagine
like-
there to be like flower smells or like
I hope so.
mold smells, maybe. I don't know. Like,
It's gonna smell like a basement.
yeah,
Ashley knows what I'm talking
yeah.
about. People not from Florida would know what I'm talking about. You know that basement smell.
For some reason, it smells so good too.
I know, it's so strange.
But yeah. So I'm excited to see this. The really cool thing when they announced this one was the Easter eggs that are going to be hidden throughout this entire house.
Mhm.
And they had, so one of them was for, oh my god, what is the name of that house? The gold, where's my gold house? What is it called? I gotta Google it.
Lightning Gulch.
Yeah. Oh, the Curse of Lightning Gulch. That wasn't the name of it though.
It wasn't? I thought it was.
Ghost Town. The
Oh.
Curse of Lightning Gulch.
Okay.
Okay, so there's an Easter egg for Ghost Town, where it's got the little miner, and it has like a little drink, lightning drink or something. I don't remember what it's called, but there's a sticker for a drink. That's an Easter egg. Man, I should have written it down. Anyways, okay, so then there's another one. The other Easter egg was Jack and Eddie's sunwear.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and apparently there's a few others in there as well. So I think that's going to be a little fun thing to keep an eye out for.
There's going to be a lot of, what are they? Man is bush people
Yes.
in the green things.
I'm down.
That scared the crap
I'm
out
so-
of me
yes,
every
I'm so
time
down.
we went into a house.
Okay, so then next up is Dead Exposure.
I'm real excited for this one just because of the hype that everyone else has been giving it, and I
Yes.
really hope I do not get let down.
I'm excited because the description sounds amazing. 80s Paris with zombies.
Yeah.
Like, yes.
I'm excited. And didn't they say that, like, I don't know, I've heard, I could be mixing this up with a lot of stuff, but didn't people say that, like, it goes dark, like, you can barely see anything? Yeah.
There's strobe effects.
Strobe effects get me. Like, I have to I can't be the first one to go in because I can't see.
Same.
Anything.
Yes.
So, like,
I need someone to, like, lead the way.
I'm usually with my hands out.
Yep.
Like, I don't know where I'm going.
Yes.
Like, touching all the walls. It's the worst. So someone is going to have to go in before.
The Walking Dead house, like, 2 years ago, did this really well, and I hope that the whole house is like this. But the final room of the Walking Dead house, they had what looked like a forest, and some were, like, trees, and some were, like dummy zombies, and some were actual zombies, and the lights would flash like lightning, and they'd move. Oh my god, amazing.
Yeah. Anything with strobes can make anything scary.
Yes. So good. But yeah, I'm really excited. That one's going to be super fun. 80s, zombies, Paris. Yes.
I also like the marketing thing they did for that with the postcards.
The postcards were so cool.
Really cool.
I'm glad you mentioned that. Yeah, the postcards they came out with were like a full-on story of this like couple.
I was just like refreshing Twitter, like where's the next one? Where's the next one? Where's the next one? I was so into it.
There's a couple honeymooning in Paris, and things just kind of the new husband kind of he got bit by something, and things started to get ill.
Yeah,
and, like it was good. It was definitely very good. So I'm excited for that one. That one's going to be really good. And the original house has a lot of
praise.
Yes.
A lot of people love the original house, so I'm excited to see what this one is like.
Then next up, we have Slaughter Cinema.
I'm excited for this one.
I am too.
I don't think it's going to be scary, though.
I'm curious, though, because there's a lot of movies going into this one.
Yeah.
I mean, we got the posters when they first announced it.
We didn't talk about where any of these are going to be.
Oh, we probably should, yeah.
Yeah.
So we mentioned Stranger Things is going to be where American Horror Story was.
Yes.
Carnival Graveyard. Oh, that's my check.
Give us a second. Do 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 do.
Okay. Carnival Graveyard is going to be located where was it The Shining last year? Yeah, right?
Which one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where The Shining was last year.
Uh-huh.
So still the front of the park. You're going to come in, you'll pass Stranger Things, and then you'll have Carnival Graveyard.
Which is cool.
I'm glad it's going to have
area.
a huge space.
Yeah.
After that, you will make your way over to the one that we have not discussed yet.
Well,
so
just do the ones we talked about.
Okay.
Seeds of Extinction is going to be where?
So then, Seeds of Extinction is going to be in Kid Zone, behind Curious George, which was not in that area last year. And then, what else did we talk about? Dead Exposure is going to be located in where... Was it either Hive or Scarecrow? It was Hive.
Scarecrow was to the right. Hive was to the left. Like, if you're looking at the... Not, like, to the right and to the left, but if you're looking at where the signs were, Scarecrow was the sign on the right. Hive was the sign
Okay, so then it's
on the
where
left.
Scarecrow was last year. So, what was that? Yeah, so... Yeah, Dead Exposure. And then Slaughter Cinema will be located... where Scarecrow was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, because I have been peeking back there, and there's like a... It looks like there's a round little tent in front of the big tent where it's supposed to be. I could be totally wrong, because you can barely see back there, but that's what it looks like.
Did you see BioReconstruct's like helicopter photos of that area?
No.
There's a full-on drive-in movie theater happening behind Universal.
God,
the car, the station wagon that was from The Walking Dead, that they wrote like "Sophia, stay here" on the windshield, is parked back there in front of like a faux screen, and there's like a few other cars that are parked in front of it too. And there's a little concession stand. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Excuse me while I go. I'll still talk, but I'm gonna go look at all these. I have to go scroll through 9 million pictures to
I
find
know.
what you're talking
He
about.
updates like 57 times a day.
You know what happened to us the other day? We were in the Twisted Tradition Scare Zone and then went to Aventura. Like, right after we left, pictures were posted to this account from when we were in there. And then we were at Aventura, and then right after we left Aventura, pictures from the roof were posted. We were just like,
my God.
God damn it!
Who is he? Where is he? He's gotta be here.
We have a goal of figuring out who this person is.
Yes. I need to know.
I'm always like, they just posted, we're here,
There's
where is
something
he?
about the anonymous accounts where they have no picture of who they are or anything. I'm like, what do you
I just want to know.
Okay, so Slaughter Cinema. The thing that throws me off is there's so many different things happening in this house.
I think it'll still be cool.
Yeah.
They all kind of blend together because they're such, like, the crappy...
I'm curious as to how they're going to transition each thing.
I don't know.
That's going to be interesting. Okay, and then Poltergeist. I'm very excited for.
I'm so excited for this.
Yep.
I know not that many people are, but I love this movie. It was one of the first horror movies I've ever seen.
Yep.
And the little lightning trick where the lightning flashes and then you hear the thunder with the 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. I learned that from this movie.
I used it
my entire life because I learned it from that movie.
Yep.
It's just really funny how that works.
But I love that movie so much.
Me too.
And I really hope that we have Zelda Rubinstein's voice in the house.
Could have something similar, I would imagine.
They should just take an audio clip from her.
True.
Because her voice is so iconic. It's amazing.
I really want a staticky television.
And so I want to read the description for this one. We will be taking you, the guest, through all of the fan favorite moments, and then guiding you into the place we always wanted to go, that bright and terrifying light. As Tangina would say, come into the light, all are welcome. So, not only are we going to experience the house, but we're also going to go where Carol Ann went.
Yeah, I think that's really cool.
That's cool.
I have a feeling it's going to be like a bright white...
Oh, blinding.
Barely can see.
Yeah.
Type of situation.
Oh man, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So then Trick or Treat. Oh wait, we gotta talk about where Poltergeist is located. Poltergeist is going to be where the Celebration of Harry Potter line queue
where
is.
the boat was.
Dead Waters was last year. The boat.
I forget
the
what
boat. And the year before that was the Walking Dead house. But yeah, so that's where that's going to be. So it's still at the front of the park.
Not really at the front of the park. Those don't usually have a long wait.
No, they don't.
They probably get, I think the longest we saw those two houses get last year was like an hour and a half. But being the Poltergeist, yes please. Being the Poltergeist, I feel like it's going to have a consistently decent wait time.
Oh, did you see the picture of the facade for Hollywood for Poltergeist?
Mm-mm.
Did they announce Poltergeist for Hollywood yet?
I don't pay attention to Hollywood.
I don't either, and it annoys me. Like, they're all of the publicity media, what they do for Hollywood drives me nuts. But anyways, so in Hollywood there was pictures of the facade that they're building, like in the backlot area, and it's like perfect front of the house.
I mean, I don't know if they're going to be able to... Well, actually, no.
Because they did the giant boat last year.
Yeah, I was going to say, they could do that in here because that boat was phenomenal.
We had a huge riverboat last year, so we should be able to have a house in the studio.
Yeah, and that riverboat was like... The first time we walked in and saw that, I was just like, oh my gosh.
Mind blown. It was amazing.
My first thought was just like, why do they have to tear this down in a month? I couldn't imagine building stuff like that and then having to tear it down like a month and a half later.
Then from there we have Trick or Treat, which basically they're just expanding on the scare zone that we had last year and turning it into a house.
I think it's gonna look cool.
So my most anticipated thing for the Trick or Treat house is probably the rock quarry with the bus. That's going to be the coolest part.
I concur.
I hope there's lots of fog on the bus and the creepy kids.
Oh, well, the creepy kids are definitely going to be there.
And that's
The
really
good thing, I guess, about this house is they can just use everything they use in the scare zone.
That's exactly
like,
what they're
all the
going to
costumes.
do. Yep.
Not a lot of work probably went into that one.
No.
Well, the sets, yes, but all the costumes and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. We had it last year. If they had given us a break, a little pause in between, and then brought it back, I would have been like, ooh, I'm so excited.
I'm okay with it.
But we had it last year. Plus, I don't even really like the movie.
I think the movie's funny.
I feel like there was a huge group of people that was obsessed with the movie, and I don't know where I was when this happened, but I didn't know it existed until it was going to be a scare zone last year.
Me either. I watched it with you for the first time at your house.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know how it became a cult.
I know you own that. Can I borrow that one too?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways, yeah. So Trick or Treat is gonna be interesting. I feel like we've already kind of experienced all that we needed to see with Trick or Treat.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the werewolf Disney princess girls are
that's the worst part of that movie.
Favorite thing.
Like the worst part of that movie. If that wasn't in there, I think the movie would be better.
I feel like I expected her to be a vampire because one, it seemed
like
they were gearing it towards being a vampire, but also she was in True Blood, so I was like, she's a vampire. And then they started morphing into very hairy werewolves, and I was like, all right, that's where we're going with this.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah. We might have the little vomiting kid. They probably spent a lot of money on that animatronic of the vomiting kid, so we'll see him again.
Yeah.
And then next up we have Halloween.
No, where's that going to be?
What? Oh, Trick or Treat is going to be located. I'm so bad at that. Okay, Trick or Treat.
We should have written it down underneath.
Trick or Treat is going to be where Ash vs. the Evil Dead was last year.
Okay.
So I think that's the new parade building. No,
Ash vs. the Evil Dead was not in the new parade building, but I heard through a grapevine that this is in the new parade building.
Trick or Treat is the new parade building.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, yeah.
I could be wrong because everyone else that I've heard that from could also be wrong.
But
that's what I've heard.
From the prediction map, we either have Trick or Treat or Seeds of Extinction in the new parade building. But both of those are going to be in the Kid Zone Q area. I just hope that we can cut through Curious George, because if we have to go all the way behind E.T., down and around Hard Rock through the pool area, like, no.
Grab a drink at the bar.
No,
keep walking another mile.
Go down Kirkman Road. Bring it on back. No, I'm good. Oh my god. But no, that queue last year was just awful. Okay, so then after Trick or Treat, we have Halloween.
I am so excited for this.
I really am too. And I don't even really like 4.
I don't care which Halloween it is.
I hope that they say that it's 4, but we have like a good wrap up of 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And maybe even a little bit of a nudge to 3, because 3 was weird.
Michael Myers isn't even
He isn't even in it. But the jingle is just so catchy. It gets stuck in my head all the time.
Anyway.
I know why it exists. Oh my god. Okay, so I was listening to one of my favorite podcasts, Horror 101, and they did the Halloween franchise. And so interesting. I had no idea. Halloween 3 was created because John Carpenter wanted to do Halloween 1 and 2 as like a dual movie, basically. It was supposed to be like the part 2 of 1. Mm-hmm. And then 3 was going to be like the spin-off where each new Halloween movie was not going to be about Michael Myers, but a crazy thing that happened on Halloween, like Trick or Treat.
Oh, interesting.
And it flopped, so he brought back Michael Myers.
Oh,
so,
I mean, it's a good idea.
It is.
Poor execution.
Yes.
Yeah. But, I am so excited for this because the past 2 times that Halloween was a house, Halloween is my all-time favorite horror franchise.
Same.
100%. I love it so much. I watch all the movies every year during Halloween.
I love Jason as like my favorite slasher, but Halloween is my favorite horror franchise.
Yeah. I also really like Freddy just because his concept is so scary.
So dark. Oh, like, man. Yeah.
So creepy. But Halloween is like my favorite. And both times those houses were announced, me and my husband almost forgot how broke we were and just booked a trip.
You should have, and then we could have became best friends earlier.
I know. That's okay. I we were so close a couple times. The first time I was just like, I can't believe I'm missing Halloween as a Horror Nights house. And then the second time, I was just like, I feel like this is the last time they're going to do it, and I'm never going to see it as a house. And then this got announced, and I was just like, thank goodness. Because I am so happy I finally get to walk through it.
I'm glad that it's 4 and not the new one. And I know I'm going to be one of the only people that's going to say that out loud. But we have Dr. Loomis in 4.
Yeah.
Whereas if we had the new one, we wouldn't have him, and he's the best part.
True. Yeah. I love him.
I love him so much.
Yeah, I'm excited for this. I'm really excited for this.
And we'll probably have some little girl in like a clown costume.
Probably.
The plot for Halloween 4 is a little shaky because it's
past 1 and 2 are great. 3 is like what happened. 4 on.
I think H2O is when it started to pick up and get good again.
I liked H2O. Resurrection is with. I always get these mixed up.
Yeah.
Resurrection is with LL Cool J. Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes.
Is that Resurrection?
I want to say that's Resurrection.
That one's funny.
Yes. It's the. Oh my god, that one's hilarious.
Busta Rhymes literally roundhouse kicks Michael Myers, and it's hysterical.
Busta Rhymes, yes.
Okay.
That's the one where they're trying to film like the real world.
The reality show inside
it's like
house.
Big Brother inside of Michael Myers' house.
I don't hate that one though. I don't think it's that bad.
It's pretty bad.
It's bad.
It's like a spoof on Halloween. It's like they spoofed themselves. Oh man. But yeah.
Anyway, I'm excited for this house. This house is going to be located in Shrek though, and that scares me.
No, they did Krampus and Shrek, and it was amazing.
Okay, well that's good then. But the other thing is, like, it's right at the front.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have Stranger Things and Halloween, and Saw was there, and we chose not to wait for Saw.
This wait for Saw was always so long.
It was so long every time,
and I'm like, it's not worth it. Why is it so long?
No, but if Saw was that long, I can only imagine Halloween will be that long.
Yep.
But I would be willing to wait for Halloween, unlike I was willing to wait for Saw.
Yes.
So there's a difference there.
Yes.
But I still think it's going to be kind of long all the time.
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
Okay, so we've done Halloween. I wanted to go back to Blumhouse because that was just announced today. I am not excited for this, but I have to say that I am very relieved that we're not getting what Hollywood is getting, which is Truth or Dare. And
I thought we were going to get Truth or Dare.
I did
and
too.
Happy Death Day, and I would have been okay with both of those.
Yes.
I don't understand how they're doing Unfriended.
That is going to be really weird. Have you ever seen that movie?
Yes.
The whole thing takes place in someone's like living room.
It's on computers.
Skype.
It's on Skype.
They're just Skyping the whole time.
Are they having the new one that just came out, or
no? It's just the first one.
Okay.
The new one would be that was one of the worst movies. There were several times.
I didn't think Unfriended was that bad.
The first one was not that bad.
Yeah.
The second one was horrible because it's not even. The first one at least was like a paranormal something is happening.
Uh-huh.
The second one, it was not paranormal. It was just rich. It was the strangers.
Oh, okay.
It was the strangers, but they hacked into your webcam.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. So, yeah. I am excited. I am so excited for Happy Death Day. So excited. I would have been totally fine if that had its own house.
To re-see that movie because I've only seen it when it first came out. I loved it. And I loved it. It was very good, but it was like easy A. It wasn't scary.
There were some good jump scares.
It was like a fun college movie.
There were
with
some
a couple
good jump
of
scares.
Kills in it.
But the babyface guy, I have a feeling he's going to be popping out of every corner and scaring the crap out of everyone.
Did you ever see the POV from when they did Happy Death Day last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll probably get a lot of that this year.
I'm okay with that. And then we have The Purge, which whatever.
I'm not excited for The Purge.
No, I could care less. I just want to go through Happy Death Day.
Yeah.
But Blumhouse last year, I really liked that house. I went through it so many times. But
I think it was good because we had the paranormal. We had Insidious 4. Well, I think we had all of the Insidious, but it was mostly 4.
Yeah. I got Sinister. The most scares in Sinister. Through that flashy hallway where he popped out.
I was about to say we had Ouija, but that was actually The Purge.
Yes.
Even though look an awful lot like Ouija.
Yeah. Huh. I'm still excited for Blumhouse because I had some of the best scares in that one last year.
I don't even think I went in it very often.
Oh my god, I went in all the time.
You know what? I probably didn't give it the credit that it needed because that was one of the ones where I would go in that while I was waiting for the next Bill and Ted show. So it was like I would go in like where the sun was still out. And the tents you really can't do when the sun is still out.
No.
You really shouldn't.
I would always
scarecrow.
I would always get there before everyone else. So I would just go to the back right to Blumhouse, Scarecrow, and Hive. Mm-hmm. No one went back there.
Yeah.
Everyone went to
the front stuff.
Horror Story and Shining and Saw and whatever, and no one ever goes to the back right.
Yeah.
Ever. So I would just go back there. And when you went in Hive in daylight, you can't see shit.
Mm-hmm.
Anything.
No.
Because your eyes don't adjust fast enough.
Yep.
So there's that. But I would also go to Blumhouse because no one would go to Blumhouse, and it was back there. I went through it a lot. I had a lot of good scares in there. So.
I don't think I gave it enough credit, but I really don't think I did it very often. Blumhouse and Saw were my two least done last year.
I just saw 3 times.
I think I did Saw 3 times.
And the worst scare I got in Saw was the one I caused myself.
The button.
I hit the button. I hit the button right at the end, and I hit it because girls were going past, and I hit the button, and nothing happened. And then when I walked, the air horn happened, and it scared the shit out of me. So that happened in Saw, but I think I only did 3 times because I didn't really care about that one.
Yeah, no.
Blumhouse is in the exact same spot it was in last year. Yes, and the facade is already going up.
And the music that we heard when we were in line for Men in Black was actually
a month ago was accurate.
No, that was way more than a month ago because when we started podcasting, we discussed it.
True, you're right.
So it was a while ago. It was early summer.
They set the tent up.
The tent was set up really early. So then the last house that we haven't discussed yet is the one that they haven't announced yet, which is going to be the Wizard of Oz Scary Tales house.
Scary Tales.
I don't care. I don't even remember the last Scary Tales house, so I know nothing.
I will give it a review when I go through it.
As long as it's not 3D, I'm fine.
I feel like it's not going to be 3D. I feel like since they didn't do a 3D house last year, I feel like it's done.
It's dead, yeah. But yeah, so that was the last house, and I'm interested to see what they kind of write for their blurb, their description of it. But yeah, so those are the houses. We've already done the scare zones. The last thing we have to discuss is Academy of Villains.
Yeah, I'm real excited for Academy of Villains.
Yeah, me too.
They're going to be in Bill and Ted's dates.
Which makes me so sad. Why did we have to get rid of Bill and Ted?
I don't know.
It's an 80s year.
I don't know.
Almost everything in the Horror Nights this year is 80s, and we have no Bill and Ted.
Yeah, I don't know. It sucks. I'm sure they had their reasoning. So,
yeah.
Whatever it was, it must have been good enough. I mean, how long was it going? 20 years or something crazy like that?
The entirety of
which
Horror
is
Nights.
A long time for anything.
It's just my favorite
but
thing.
I'm excited that Academy of Villains will have a legit stage and a long show, and they'll be able to do a lot of cool stuff.
And the theme is cyberpunk, which is really cool for the 80s theme of the event.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're gonna hear Daft Punk and
a lot of cool
80s
stuff.
techno-y.
I'm excited. But what sucks is there's no other shows, so
no.
That's why there's 10
I mean,
houses.
I like Academy of Villains a lot, but I do enjoy the whole comedy spoof.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be missed.
Yeah.
I feel like they're going to see how it goes this year and see if they need to recreate something next year.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like this is let's see how
Test
10
it.
houses in one show goes kind of year. And then they might be like, oh shit, we need another thing to eat people.
Because it just keeps growing. The event just keeps getting bigger. And I know how people keep saying how they want it to be 2 parks, but Islands will never fit this event.
No, their walkways are not big enough.
No way.
I'm okay with it being in one park.
I'm fine with it being in studios.
I'm interested to see how the 10th house works with crowds.
Yeah.
Instead of, especially since all the IPs are pretty decently big IPs this year.
The IPs are huge. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know that Poltergeist they've been trying to get for a long time. Mm-hmm. Stranger Things is huge.
Stranger Things is going to have the longest, most consistent line of the event.
Yes, it is.
Which I think will eat a ton of people.
I have a feeling I'm going to get stuck doing Blumhouse a lot because the wait is going to be minuscule.
We're going to be doing the originals a lot.
Yeah. Well, I'm fine with that because the originals look awesome.
But that's what I mean. Like, the IPs are so big. Other than, like,
they pull in the regular people, whereas us, like, fans are going to do the originals a lot. Yeah.
Although, the front of the park is going to be real busy. The back of the park is not going to be as busy. It's how it was last year, too.
Yeah.
Especially with what's up at the front of the park.
Yeah. There's a lot at the front.
Yeah.
It's also weird that there's no scare zone in San Francisco.
Well, it's because of...
Supercharged. Okay, let's get into questions.
Heck yeah, we have a lot of questions.
We do.
So we're just gonna go down the list. These are from Instagram stories, they're from Twitter, they're from everywhere. So I literally had to write them down so I didn't forget anyone.
Yay.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for all the questions.
I really appreciate it.
At Postmodern Bailey said, what IP houses are you most pumped for and why? Poltergeist, because I love that movie. Halloween, because I've been wanting to walk through that house.
Stranger Things and Halloween.
And Stranger Things. 3 of them.
I'm really excited for Poltergeist. I mean, I literally, if you've been following me on Twitter for any amount of time, the past 2 years, I wanted Poltergeist. Mm-hmm. When they were, there was 2 years ago, they were hyping that they were going to be tweeting, or they were going to be announcing a house off of a cult classic from several years ago. Yeah. Decades old. Yeah. And it was actually The Exorcist. But I, for weeks, was like, it's going to be Poltergeist. I know it. It was wrong, but we finally got it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
But I actually think that Stranger Things and Halloween are like my most hyped.
Poltergeist, Stranger Things, Halloween.
Yeah.
Those 3. At A.M. Maggio, what is your most anticipated house this year besides Stranger Things? As well, do you think they will have any other shows besides Academy of Villains? Doesn't look like they're going to have any more shows other than Academy of Villains, which stinks.
I feel like we might actually get maybe one of those side street shows.
I was about to say that. There might be little shows within the scare zones.
Like when they did the Voodoo Witch in Bloody Bayou or Bayou of Blood.
That lady, they had the Purge Bus stuff happening.
Yes.
When they had the...
There will definitely be some kind of mini show for Vamp. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. The ball's going to drop.
The ball's going to drop. There might be like a band or like a dance or something happening. Something like that is going to happen.
I feel like they have to eat up like some people somewhere else.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's not going to be another shows. What's your most anticipated house? Halloween.
Yeah. Halloween. Oh man, I made that hype list, and I feel like I'm gonna go way off of what I anticipated, like saying earlier. But right now, it's like Carnival Graveyard and Seeds of Extinction are like top right now. Mm-hmm. I'm so excited for those houses.
Yeah. All right. At Zombie CT said hello.
Hi, Zombie.
Okay, let's say hypothetically you're coming to HHN only, no daytime ticket. What would your game plan be? This is part 1 of his question.
Okay. Well, so you're coming to HHN with no daytime ticket, so you can't do Stay and Scream.
No.
Make a beeline for the back of the park.
Yes. Go to the back of the park first, because everyone else is going to go to the front, and work your way up.
Yes.
And I would assume
you're going to start at, like, Blum
and the 2 in the back.
Work your way through...
Then go to Kid Zone.
Yep.
And then go to where
cut across
Mummy
Transformers.
Is.
Yep.
Yeah. Go through those scare zones. Go to the front right where Dead Waters was last year, where Poltergeist is this year, and then do the other ones.
Do Vamp Scare Zone, and then make your way
I would assume if you're not going to be there during the day, and I'm assuming you only have one night at HHN, you're going to be there until it closes.
Yeah.
So do Stranger Things at the end of the night.
Absolute last, like 5 minutes before the park is closing, get in line.
That would be my suggestion.
Yeah. And
chill in the scare zones.
Oh yeah. Sit and watch people get scared.
It's really fun.
Oh my god, it's so much fun.
So that's our game plan. Literally start in the back and work your way forward instead of starting in the front and working your way backwards, because that's what everyone else does.
Yes.
So do the opposite. And then his second part of the question was pick a house in a scare zone and come up with a alcoholic drink and name it. Oh, I didn't name mine. Whoops. His example was Killer Clown, and then Killer Cotton Candy flavored vodka, and cranberry apple juice.
That sounds delicious.
It does.
And I would definitely order one of those. You know what? I never did this. Okay, so I've got to come up with something off the top of my head.
I will have mine.
I feel like I had something, and I just didn't write it down, I guess.
Okay, here's mine. In Twisted Traditions, it's just a pumpkin beer, but I would call it Rotting Pumpkin. I know that's not appealing, but like that's what that scare zone is. And then I picked Trick or Treat, and I have Jolly Rancher vodka and Sprite, and I called it the Sucker.
That sounds good. I think I would do Vamp, and I would just bring back the blood bags, because
that makes sense.
Makes sense. They're vampires, and I really miss the blood bags because they were so delicious. But for house, I don't know. Okay, well, I don't have one for a house.
Okay, that's fine. Next question. At Hanbrolo77, what house do you predict you'll see the most by the end of the event, and which will you see the least?
My most would be the Seeds of Extinction house, because they said there's a lot of Easter eggs in there, and I have a feeling that if the lines aren't so bad, I'll probably go back in there and keep trying to find more.
Okay.
My least, Blumhouse.
Okay.
I just not know.
My most is Blumhouse. I told you I had different reasoning other than my popularity list, because I went in this house so many times last year because the wait was nothing the whole time. And instead of just sitting around, I went into Blumhouse. And it got better and better and better and better every single time I went through it.
Yeah.
And my least is Stranger Things. Only because I feel like that line is going to be so long. I'm only going to be able to like really do it if I stay there until 2 a.m. or I get Stay and Scream.
Yeah. And
I don't say that just because I don't want to go in it. It's just because I feel like I won't be able to go in it.
Yeah.
So, that's mine.
I feel that.
Read that one.
Okay, Travis Terrell said, which IP and which original property are you most looking forward to?
Halloween and Dead Exposure.
Stranger Things. And it's a tie between Seeds of Extinction and Carnival Graveyard. I'm very excited for both of those.
Carnival Graveyard is like right underneath Dead Exposure, so it's real close.
Yeah. Drew Bov said, so, with Blumhouse announced today and a negative response because of The Purge, which 3 Blumhouse movies would you use for your own mashup?
I said Happy Death Day, even though that's going to be in this one.
Yep.
Halloween and Split.
The new Halloween.
Split
was scary.
It was freaky.
Oh, man, that was a really scary movie.
I think Split would be really cool because of all the different characters that he plays.
Yeah. Okay, mine... See, the thing is, with me, I like horror movies that nobody else likes, so it would make terrible houses. But, so, I said Get Out. Get Out would be so good. If they can do The Exorcist, which is literally 1 bedroom, they can do Get Out.
Yeah.
Because Get Out really only takes place in that house, but you also have the, like, subconscious that they go into.
Yeah.
I wanted to say Paranormal Activity, but not any of the other Paranormal Activities except for the marked ones.
The one that no one likes?
That was the best one!
That's the shittiest one.
I loved that movie.
I hated that one. I almost said Paranormal Activity just because I think they're creepy, but, like... Really?
Yes.
The marked ones?
So good.
God, you really don't.
I'm
really like movies that no one else likes.
No one else likes. And then my last one would be Jezebel, which literally I think was straight to like video on demand.
I've never even heard of that. I told her that people used to call me that in high school.
It's such a good movie. It was really good. And the twist ending was amazing too. So that one would be really good because it's like creepy, like Louisiana bayou, voodoo. It's cool. It would be really cool.
The boathouse,
but like bayou of blood, more like that.
Okay. These two.
Okay, Captain Tom said, rumor is that Fast and Furious will be running during Horror Nights, and that sucks. Yeah. How many times a night do you plan on getting supercharged? I'm going to say 0.
-30.
I don't even plan on getting supercharged during the day, so I'm not wasting precious horror nights time.
Heck
riding supercharged.
Never.
No.
I feel like it'll have a line just because people like won't know what else to do.
Yep.
That's where that ride
I feel
lies.
like maybe there's like a certain like group of people that like Horror Nights that also like Fast and Furious.
Person.
No. I don't, but I mean like there's like a boy group that like likes horror movies and action movies, and that is it. Mm-hmm. And I don't just mean Drew, but I mean like they will literally just do Horror Nights and then Supercharged, and that's it for them. And they'll probably get a one-night ticket, and they're good.
I've been on Supercharged one time.
That's it?
Once.
God, I've ridden it way too many times.
One time. Well, look who your boyfriend is.
I know.
You're such a good girlfriend for going on that all the time. I would not do it. I'd be like, go ahead, have fun, bye.
I'll just wait here.
Yeah. Give me a drink. I'll just sit out here. Thanks, bye. Oh, man.
All right, you read the next one.
I think it's DS or DShell01. I can't read my own handwriting. How would you rank the houses announced so far? Want to do yours first?
Sure, I'll do mine. Okay, I have a feeling that this has already changed, but this is what I wrote this morning. Stranger Things would be my first house. 2 is Halloween. 3 is Carnival Graveyard. 4 is Seeds of Extinction. 5 is Slaughter Cinema. 6 is Poltergeist. I already kind of want to say I want to switch Poltergeist with Slaughter Cinema. Okay. 7 is Dead Exposure. 8 is Trick or Treat. 9 would be the Scary Tales Wizard of Oz house. And 10 would be Blumhouse.
Hold on. Sorry. 7, 8. I'm numbering mine because I don't know how to count. 9, 10. Alright, so for me, 1 is Halloween. 2 is Stranger Things. 3 is Poltergeist. 4 is Dead Exposure. 5 is Carnival Graveyard. 6 is Blumhouse. 7 is Slaughter Cinema. 8 is Trick or Treat. 9 is Seeds of Extinction. And 10 is the Scary Tales house. Because I just really don't know what that's going to be.
Wait, where was Seeds of Extinction on your list?
9. I don't really have like a fear of plants.
Yeah, but it's going to be like everything's overgrown.
But it's still plants.
Scary plants.
Yeah, it's the plants. I don't know. It's probably still going to be scary, so I'm not like dissing it for that reason. But I'm not that excited for it. That's
Fine.
I'm sure I'll go through it and be like, that was awesome, and then it'll change. So stuff changes. That's right now. And then our last question is from Angus. If you were having a bar crawl at Universal hotel bars, 1 bar per hotel, how would you do it, and what would you drink at each? So we each only wrote down 3.
I did 4, but my 4th one is completely a cheat. It doesn't count at all.
All right, so I'll start at Cabana. Go to Atomic Tonic, which is the bar out by the slide pool, and get the Starlight Express because it's delicious.
I would start there too. Daylight. You're gonna start at Cabana. They now have a frosé.
I saw that.
I would get that.
Yeah. Is that at the same?
It's at the same one.
Yeah, Atomic Tonic is my favorite bar there. And then at Aventura, I would go to the lobby bar only because, obviously, you go to the rooftop bar, but I picked the lobby bar because they have Magners on draft, and that's my favorite.
Is that the cider?
Yep.
Nah. Okay, I'll go with you. So we'll start the day at Cabana, and then sunset time, we'll go over to Ace Ventura Hotel. And I want to try the Volcano View. I have not been to this bar yet, but the Volcano View sounds really good because it's rum, lime juice, simple syrup, and soda, and it just sounds delicious.
And then the only other thing I have down is Hard Rock and the Kitchen Bar, and just grab a beer. That's all I got.
So then, from the Ace Ventura Hotel, I will go over to Sapphire, and I want to get the rum flight that I have not gotten yet, because that sounds...
Forgot about Sapphire.
I almost did too, and for some reason I remembered it, but then I excluded Hard Rock and Royal, so...
Yeah.
And Royal is one of my favorites.
We didn't give you, like, how you should attack
this. Well, I would either start
so
at Cabana at the pool, walk across the street, or take that bridge. Be safe.
Just walk across the street.
Don't dodge traffic. Get up on that bridge.
The bridge is so out of the way.
So far.
But it's either basically start at Cabana, go to Aventura, go to Sapphire, go to Royal Pacific, then go to Hard Rock and Portofino, or go to
You're going to walk all of your buzz off doing that.
The 4 are so close together, though.
Yeah.
And then the other 2 are close together. So you take the boat from one of them over to the City Walk, and then from City Walk go to the other 2. Or you do Portofino, Hard Rock, take the boat to City Walk, take the boat to Royal Pacific, Royal Pacific, Sapphire, Aventura, Cabana. So it's do you want to start on
one side or the other?
right side or the left side? It's basically up to you.
I would say I would start on Cabana, because I think Cabana's bars are more...
It's the pool bar.
Yeah.
So you want to do that during the day.
And then you want to do the Aventura during, like, sunset, so that you can, like, see the sunset over the volcano.
I would say, like, start at 4.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
But sunset here is, like, 8.
8.
So...
You're going to be pounding back frosés at Cabana for a while.
Yeah, for real. Oh, man.
All right, is that all of the questions?
Yeah.
That was everything.
That's
anything else we need to talk about?
I don't think so.
All right, well,
other than, I guess, pass holder merchandise. I kind of like that shirt.
The pumpkin? Mm-hmm. Really cool. It's like a rotting jack-o'-lantern.
It's better than last year's.
I hope that they have some 80s stuff, though.
They won't.
You don't think so?
It's not the theme.
But consistently, most of the houses are set in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And scare zones.
I don't think they're going to have it.
I wish they would.
They might have something, but it's not going to be a lot. I think it's going to be a lot of pumpkins.
You think we'll have a fun specialty cocktail?
Do
you think the square cups are coming back? Those
I do.
Damn square cups.
I do think the square cups are coming back, and I think those cocktails are going to be gross, and I'm just going to get beer every time anyway.
I mean, I'll probably end up getting one cocktail.
I got one cocktail last year. It was watered down juice, and then I got beer.
Yeah. Ugh, God. The square cups with the dual twisted straws.
Well, I immediately threw out those straws and got 2 normal straws.
Yes,
and
me
drank
too.
with the 2 normal straws.
All of the pictures that we have drinking out of those square cups, we have normal straws.
Yep, I hated those stupid twisty straws because you drank one side faster than the other side. No matter what you tried to do. So I used 2 of the same, like, normal straws.
Yep.
Just stuck them in there. But we got beer after, like, the first 2 nights.
Yep. Duptoberfest. That is go-to. The only thing you need to be drinking at Horror Nights. Actually, I take that back because it was, like, all the kegs were killed, like, halfway through. And I was like, this is the worst night of my life. So, no, everyone, Duptoberfest is terrible.
Gross.
Don't drink it.
Don't drink it. It's horrible. I love Duptoberfest.
So
I can't wait for it to be back.
Oh, my God.
The Stay and Scream over at Moe's, drinking a Duftoberfest.
Mm-hmm.
Hitting those 3 houses
that
in 15 minutes.
That is the best Stay and Scream.
No, it's not the best Stay and Scream. The best Stay and Scream is up at the front of the park. I want this Stay and Scream out of ours house. No, but for real, that is like, if you don't care about just like
what
doing
houses
the 3
you're
houses,
gonna get into?
if you just want to be in the park
because it's
early,
weird. Sometimes they're like, okay, let's go left, and you'll go into
the 3 in the back,
Blumhouse, or sometimes they're like, okay, time to go through Kid Zone, and they'll make you go through Kid Zone instead.
Yeah.
I wish that they'd open up Diagon Alley again, though.
It is open.
For
Stay and Scream? Oh, I don't know.
Because that was an awesome Stay and Scream. Hardly anybody used it. The 2 bars were open, so you had Hopping Pot and the Fountain of Fair Fortune. Mm-hmm. So you could just grab a beer, sit in Nocturne Alley, get into the spooky mood, and then they release you, and you could do the Men in Black tent, which was Chance that year. Ugh. Oh.
Was that the only house you could do from there?
Or you could wait where they put the gate thing and go do the other two houses behind, like on the other side of Men in Black.
Oh, okay.
But you'd have to wait until the park like actually opened to go on
gotcha.
those.
Makes sense.
Yep.
All right. Well,
that's it. I think we've said everything we need to say for Horror Nights 28.
there's one house left. It's the Scary Tales one.
Yep.
We think. Wink, wink.
I mean, God, the rumors have been so strong for
I
that
know.
one. If it's wrong, and all of a sudden we get one more IP that none of us expected.
I mean, that'd be awesome.
I doubt that's going to happen, though.
No. So yeah, that's it for this one. This is a long episode. Sorry. I usually don't like to record more than an hour, but I knew this was going to be over an hour.
Well, I did get up several times to grab new beers and stuff, so
Yeah.
we'll edit that out.
Yeah.
It'll be under an hour, I'm sure.
I don't think it's going to be under an hour, but it'll be just over it. It'll be okay. Yeah. But please leave us a rating and a review so that more people find us. It'd be awesome.
Yay.
I will read your review on the podcast if you do it. Thank you for those who have already a long time ago. Great.
Yay.
Follow us on social media.
Yep. Parks and Rect
Without the E at the end.
on Instagram
And Twitter.
and Twitter.
Follow us there.
Yep.
Follow us on our personal stuff. I'm JessaMac_ on both Twitter and Instagram.
I wish I had the same on both. I am Ashley in Florida abbreviated, so FL on Twitter, and Ashley's Little Adventures on Instagram. And that's it.
That's about it. Email us if you want to.
Yep.
Parks and Rec
I like
podcast
getting
at
emails.
gmail.com.
You can DM us on social media.
Yeah. That's about
Yeah.
it. We like to make friends.
And tell us where you're listening to us from.
Yeah.
Google, iTunes, Stitcher. I'm still trying to figure out Spotify.
I don't, at this point, who cares?
I'm going to do Spotify.
Okay.
I'll figure it out. I'm determined.
Yeah, so we know like what we need to focus on, really.
Yep. YouTube. We got YouTube too.
So, yeah, we do have YouTube too.
We
that one is
keep
like the
saying
least.
we're going to start vlogging. We will. We will.
Someday.
Someday.
All right.
All right.
Thanks for listening, guys.
We'll see you in the fall.
Yeah, if you see us at Horror Nights, say hello.
Yes. Bye.